blah blah, blah blah blah.
If I were a Republican candidate, I would not look forward to campaigning against Margaret Chase Smith in New Hampshire. Or as a possible candidate for president, I think she's very formidable, if that's the appropriate word to use about a very fine lady. She's a very formidable political figure.
Formidable means somebody or something that has a form that's very strong, very intimidating, daunting, inspiring fear. Usually it's an opponent of some type. So, for example, you could say that Obama was a very formidable opponent to Hillary Clinton. So it's no surprise that Obama became the candidate instead of Hillary.
And you said inspiring fear, but also respect. So it's a compliment. It's a good thing if someone is called a formidable opponent.
Exactly, because you want it for yourself, obviously, or one person wants it for themselves. No matter how good their opponent is, they still want to win. They're not just going to give it up and say the other person is better than them. No, they're gonna do the best they can, and if they lose, then so be it.
Blah blah, blah blah blah.
I'm also glad that I'm speaking first because we've all seen what happens when somebody takes the time slot after Leno's.
Okay, time slot refers to an open period of time, typically on television. It can also refer to the time that a busy executive might have available, or a time that's available for an interview, or for a doctor. These would be available times.
Which means it means also a time window. So if you are calling a doctor's office to make an appointment, then they look at the books and say, we have a time slot tomorrow at 2:00, right?
Exactly, right. And also slot refers to an opening in a vending machine where you put in coins. And then a slot machine refers to a gambling device where you put in coins or tokens.
And as we talked earlier, you have to be very careful to pronounce it as slot and not as slut. So a slut is an offensive, vulgar term to call a woman, which kind of means a prostitute, right? Or someone of low morals.
That's correct, right.
Blah blah, blah blah blah.
Hopefully, that this puts all doubts to rest. But just in case there are any lingering questions, tonight, I'm prepared to go a step further.
Lingering is something that lasts for a period of time, usually beyond how long it should have lasted. For example, a lingering question would be a question that people might have had, they might have thought of, but they never asked the question. And so a lingering question, so in this case, finally somebody might ask the question.
Well, they asked the question but never got answered, and it was still, the question was still present.
That actually sounds like a better meaning. That would be a question that's not answered, so people still have the question because they never got the answer. That's correct. Someone can also have a lingering death. It means they last a long time, longer than people might have thought. Or students can have lingering debt until their 40s. They thought they would be able to pay off the debt earlier than that. or
Disease,
a,
illness.
a lingering disease, same thing. That would be a chronic disease, or also a lingering doubt.
Or feelings like maybe bitterness. You can say lingering bitterness among neighbors.
Right, lingering anger. Anything that lasts longer than what you might consider to be a normal, acceptable amount of time.
That's all for today. Tom Taylor is an ESL tutor. He teaches English in the United States and outside, all over the world using Skype. He can be reached at his website, which is
ESL-fullsteamahead.com.
click on this link and check out his website and email with questions. Thank you, Tom, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.